Hey guys, so today I wanted to film a New Year's resolutions video and also kind of touch on the things that happened in the year 2000, the year 2014. Last year was probably the most exciting year I've had, and I feel like a lot of that has to do with Chris. If you don't know who Chris is, he's my fiance. We did get engaged in 2014, so that was in December, and we have a vlog for that if you guys haven't seen that. We just did a lot of stuff, and it was really exciting for me because I guess last year was really just the start of like doing things that I wanted to do. Not to like sound selfish or anything, but I don't know. We went to California, which was really exciting because Chris had never been to California and I really wanted to go back. We went to see the Nutcracker in December. We saw a ton of movies last year. We went to see Miley Cyrus, which was very, very, very exciting. I also moved out in 2014, which was nerve-wracking but also exciting because, you know, just moving on to the next chapter of my life, I guess. I turned 20 last year. We went camping last year, which was fun. Yeah, last year was just kind of a crazy year. A lot of things happened, and a lot of things happened like in a short amount of time. I'm really happy with how last year went, and I can't wait to see how this year's gonna go because I have a feeling that it's gonna be pretty great. So in my notebook right here, my handy dandy notebook, I wrote down some New Year's resolutions, and I usually don't like making New Year's resolutions just because I feel like it's really, really difficult to keep them. Not only like me personally, but I feel like a lot of people. I think these are just things that I kind of want to keep in mind throughout the year. I didn't make any like New Year's resolutions that are unattainable. The first one is complete any course on Duolingo. Now, if you don't know what Duolingo is, it is a language learning app. I started Duolingo with Italian, and then I also started it with French. So I'm gonna pick some language, I'm not sure which one, to learn because I really want to learn another language, and in the future I really want my children to be fluent in at least one other language, and I feel like that needs to start with their parents. Yeah, so Duolingo is an app. You can get it on your phone, but you can also get it on a computer, I believe, and it's just like a language learning course. I might get like stuff from the library or something to kind of supplement and, you know, help me get the language a little bit more, but yeah, that's something that I really want to do. The next thing is read more. Now, I had it as read 50 books, but I crossed it out because I don't want to not only limit myself, but I don't want to be disappointed if, you know, life gets crazy and I don't have time to read that many books. When I was doing my nanny job, which was at the beginning of the year, I read a lot because she slept for most of the day and I had a lot of time to read. I would read like 2 books a day, which was crazy. Now, since I've been back and doing retail and stuff, just not as much time. And then when I do get home, Chris and I have talked about this, but when we do get home, we just want to do something where we don't have to use our brains and like kind of shut our brains off. But that's kind of a goal for both of us. I actually ordered some books and I will be doing a book haul soon. I'm hoping that I can maybe buy 1 book a month. We'll see how that goes, but I want to buy like 1 book a month because I want to build up my collection of books because I've read so many books, but I don't have most of them, like probably 95% of them, because I've read them from the library, and you can't exactly keep books from the library. Even though that's great that I can just rent books and not have to pay for them and stuff, unless if I ever do, but I also want to have the books that I love in my collection so I can reread them or, again, have my children read them in the future. The third thing is yoga 365 days. Now, this is something that is kind of a little bit loose because I've already missed 1 day of doing yoga. So I'm going to, you know, cut myself some slack certain times, like if I'm not feeling well or at work late at night and just, yeah. Yoga, I talked about it in my yoga video. If you guys haven't seen my yoga video, you guys should definitely check it out. But yoga is extremely important to me. Becoming a huge part of my life, and I want it to be a huge part of my life, and it's something that I want to do daily, and I want to challenge myself by saying that I'll do it every day for a year. And if it's not exactly 365 days a year, or 365 days this year, then I'll be okay with that. But as long as I at least try to do it as much as possible, then that's all that really matters. The next thing is being kind. Now this kind of means a lot of things. So not only being kind to myself, which is something that I'm always working on, being kind to my body when it comes to like taking care of it. Again, doing yoga, eating, cutting myself slack, and not being so hard on myself when it comes to certain things. But also being kind to other people, namely Chris, because we've gotten to the point where we're just extremely comfortable with each other. And a lot of times that means that we have no filter. That can be a good and a bad thing, because sometimes it is not at the best time and it irritates the other person or it offends the other person, and that's not intentional or anything. It's just like we're comfortable with each other and stuff. But I want to make an active effort to be kind, especially to Chris because he's going to be my husband, but also to other people. And I am kind, especially like doing retail and stuff. I am kind to people, I think, a lot more than I've seen some people. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt and stuff, but I just want to make an effort to continue doing that and get better with doing that and just loving people more and being kind. And especially with myself though, because you can be kind to a stranger on the street before you're kind to yourself and before you even realize what that actually means. The next thing is do something exciting every week. It'll just help the days go by fast, not necessarily doing the things that you want to do, not necessarily being in the places in your life that you want to be. It can be really, kind of depressing. So having something like at the end of the week or something that we can look forward to. I mean, Chris and I, we're going to try to like plan something to do or like something to watch. But yeah, just having something, even if it's small, that we will look forward to on the weekends. And then the next thing is thrifting more. I thrifted a few times last year, but not nearly as much as I wanted to. So that's definitely something that I want to do. I want to start thrifting more. And I also have been considering possibly opening an Etsy shop or something and selling some of the clothes that I thrift, because sometimes I really like stuff, but they don't fit me or they're not in my size, but I feel like a lot of other people would like it. Something that I'm considering, and it'll also be nice to have, a little bit of extra income as well. Not gonna lie. And then the next thing is drinking water. And I already do drink a lot more water than I used to. Making sure to keep mindful about how much water I'm drinking and making sure that I'm getting enough. I actually need to drink some in a minute. 8 is washing my face. And this is something that I do. I at least wash my face once a day. And I've been pretty good the last year when it comes to taking off my makeup and not going to sleep with makeup on my face. When your skin is good, you feel good. Like that sounds like some kind of slogan or something, but seriously, when my skin isn't doing so hot, like it's not doing that great right now, you probably can't tell because my foundation and highlight are flawless. I just want to make sure that I keep up with that and don't get too completely lazy. The next thing is to decorate, and it's something that we've already started, but I'm actually going to, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this background. I'm most likely going to change it. I want to decorate our apartment more because it just makes things feel like all cozy and homey, and I want to like have my personality in it and stuff, and it's like the first time that I'll really be able to decorate something the way that I really want. Number 10 is to write again. That rhymes. I don't know if you guys know this about me. Probably people who have watched me for a long time know that a while ago I did something called NaNoWriMo, and it's National Novel Writing Month. It's every November. You basically write, I think it's like 50,000 words in a month, and you have like a mini novel at the end of the month. You don't necessarily have to finish it. You can pretty much do whatever you want. You can like write a short story, you can write a short novel, you can finish up your novel from last year. It doesn't really matter what you do, but as long as you write like 50,000 words, that means you win. And it's not really like you win anything, you just kind of win for yourself. I did it one year, and then every other year after that, it's just been crazy. November has been crazy every other year after that. First year, I actually started my book, which I have been kind of working on a book since I was like, I would say like 11 or 12. I've had ideas like in my head and stuff, but I actually put it out onto paper the year that I did NaNoWriMo, and I haven't touched that. I haven't actually written anything. I think I do have some kind of talent when it comes to creative writing, and I feel like I just need to focus on it a little bit more, and it's definitely something that I want to focus on a lot more. And it also makes me feel good when I write and I'm like creative and stuff. It like makes me feel good inside. The next thing is to go outside. Chris said I should add go swimming, but that has to do with going outside too, because last year I didn't go swimming. Even when we were in California and we were at the ocean, I didn't go swimming because it was freezing. I tend to have a vitamin D deficiency. Last year I actually went outside more than I have in a while, just because I was sick and stuff. I'm actually itching to go outside right now, or like this time of year, the last like few weeks, but it's so cold outside, and I don't even know what we would possibly do outside that would be enjoyable when it is this freezing. I'm so excited, and I'm really excited to do yoga outside because that's something that I really want to do. And the last thing for now is just handstands and back bends. This also has to do with yoga, but that's definitely something that I want to work on when it comes to my yoga practice. Handstands and back bends are the two things that I want to mainly focus on, and the splits, but you know, that's not really that big of a focus for me. That is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know any of your New Year's resolutions or any goals that you have for the year. I will probably be adding on to that list throughout the entire year. I will see you guys in the next one. I love you.